everybody? Welcome back to Horror Nights Unscripted, the podcast talking about all things Horror Nights in an unscripted and unique way. Today's a big one, Losh. Am I right?
You are right.
We have a large one. And if you're curious on to who's the random person with Losh, that's his cousin. Say what's up, my guy.
What's up, my guy?
So, you can see they're matching with the shirts, and Losh keeps disappearing because he's trying to work out the Skype green screen effect. So we're gonna. I'm sorry if you hear the damn birds in the background. This episode's gonna be kind of weird because it's too hot to film in my room right now, so I'm filming in the living room where all the animals are at. So I'm gonna try my best to mute my mic every time that I'm not talking. But we have a big episode. Horror Nights construction has started in Hollywood officially. We also have confirmation on the Hollywood event happening. We have tons of stuff to break down, even our guesses on what that specific maze location could be. But before that, check out both of our Instagrams, social media, all that stuff. King Losh on Twitter, Losh TV on Instagram, SoCal Exploring Media on Instagram, and SoCal Exploring on Twitter. You can also find that down below. Where can they find us on YouTube, Losh?
On YouTube, you can find us at youtube.com/SoCal Exploring. That's for Scott over there. And then you can find me and Siomel sometimes at youtube.com/C/LoshTV.
There you go. And as always, subscribe. We have merch, which we haven't talked about yet. We do have merch, which you can find link down in the description. Both of our merchandise websites. On the on my website, you can find the Horror Nights Unscripted official merchandise line. So if you want to cop yourself a Horror Nights Unscripted shirt or sweater or whatever it is that you want to cop, we have stickers on there, all that fun stuff. Click that link down below. I just ordered a shirt for myself, so I'll wear it whenever that comes in on one of the episodes so you guys can see what it looks like. And as always, like I said, check out Losh's merch too, because he has some fire merch on there.
Fire. True. My head's gone. Nice.
So we're gonna try to do like little fillers for these Horror Nights Unscripted now, kind of recap the week, kind of recap what's going on, whether it's Horror Nights related or just stuff that we want to talk about. And Losh and his cousin here encountered a funny thing at a local Walmart, which I'll let them take it away with this.
All right. Do you want to start it? No, I started. I started.
Got it.
So we're there, and you guys know at Walmart they have these like $5 movie bins.
Yeah.
So we're looking in the bin, and we're like, oh, these are some cool movies. And I see this kid like looking at him. He's not a kid. He's probably about
like my age, right? 17,
16, around that age group. Stop disappearing.
Sorry.
He's around that age frame, and this kid's like, hey, are you Losh TV? And I'm like, yes, I am. He's like, yeah, you did that Horror Nights Unscripted, right, with the Tim Tracker? And I was like, yeah, that was me, and he's like, yeah, and SoCal Exploring. I'm like, yeah, SoCal Exploring too. He's like, I love that guy's channel. He does a great job. True story. And then he kind of just, it felt awkward, but it was fun to talk to someone. I'm gone. It was fun to talk to someone like about what we did. It just happened like literally not even a week ago.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And we were talking to someone about it. I think that's freaking cool.
It really is.
It's like a pair, you know, because we both have gotten noticed before, and it's weird because now we got noticed together, and that's one of the things I said like on our first episode is I want to get noticed together. Like I said, duo. So it's dope that we got noticed for that, and
maybe
I mean it's cool that they. I like how Losh keeps disappearing there.
You want to switch seats?
Invisible Man confirmed for Horror Nights.
Do you want to switch seats?
So it is funny because, you know, usually when this damn fly, man, when we get when I get noticed, at least it's always at a theme park or any other attraction. But to get noticed at a Walmart, that's not weird but funny.
I know what it is.
The fan?
Turn the fan on.
Like a local Walmart, so weird. Well, like
I think we discovered the problem.
Oh, the lighting.
Yep.
This is all part of the unscriptedness.
No, just turn the light off completely.
Speaking of which, when they're trying to figure out their lights right now, we got some great guests coming on this coming week. We have a character coming on. We have a former character coming on. It's a big icon of Orlando's event. So all that to look forward to and more for Horror Nights Unscripted.
I'll sit there, you sit here.
Fun stuff.
You want to do that?
Anything else to recap from this week? Any fun stuff?
I mean, Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Woohoo.
Yeah, because you guys will be seeing this on Mother's Day. I'm going to get this up. We're filming this on Mother's Day. I'm going to get this up the same night. So happy Mother's Day to everybody Everyone who's a mother.
Everybody that's a mother.
Every single person, especially Scott. Scott's the
Yeah.
mother of our group.
Thank you, Mom.
Uh-huh.
Thanks, Mom.
Yep. I'm the mother and Chris is the father.
What are you?
I'm one of the children.
Yeah,
one of Scott's-
at least that's what Eddie says.
That's a fan base.
Hence why Lost shed Scott's tots. Kind of weird, but it's fine. Anyways, but I'm sure you guys are all here for the elephant in the room, which is Horror Nights construction. We have our first Horror Nights construction update this year, which is insane news. You want to tell me a little bit about it? What happened last night, Losh? What happened that the internet broke?
So last night, I wish I wasn't disappearing every 2 seconds. I'm so sorry, everyone that's watching this. If you're listening on Spotify, you guys don't have to deal with this. But so more plug. Go watch it. Go listen on Spotify, so you don't have to deal with me disappearing every 2 seconds. But anyways, so last night we were all just chilling, right? And then Scott out of nowhere sends this picture that he saw online. I don't know where it was from. Who? It was from Twitter, no? Someone from Twitter posted it.
It was a YouTube channel. Santa Clarita Joan is a YouTube channel.
All right, so Scott sent this picture to everyone in the group chat. At first, I was like, "Yo, that's Waterworld," but I don't know what's going on. And I was like, "What is this?" And Scott was like, "Bro, it's construction." And I'm like, "You're lying. Let me see." And well, the whole internet broke about it. So it's nice, yeah.
And it did. And nobody posted it as far as like on their actual Instagram other than their stories, which is I find kind of weird. You'd think that all the other bloggers would be going crazy about it, but I guess I was the one that posted it, and a lot of people. There were a couple people that got triggered, talking about how they shouldn't run the event this year and everything. But it's like whatever. I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, so whatever, I guess. But for the most part, everyone's happy about it, and we officially in Hollywood have construction started. So clap it up for
Yes.
Universal actually getting construction started. In Orlando, as we know, on what was it? Our first podcast together, Losh, was it Horror Nights Unscripted or was it my podcast?
It was our first Horror Nights Unscripted where let me shout him out because I want this guy to get some like more followers. He deserves everything. He's a good friend of mine. His name's Rolier, I believe. So it is.
They can see you
I know you can't see me, but it's Horror Nights ORL fan
on Instagram.
that posted that construction update.
Yeah, on Instagram. And yeah, that was our first one that we talked about was Orlando starting construction. The question floating around of what was the future of Hollywood was still floating around. I have a video coming out with Chris talking about Horror Nights regulations tomorrow. And I like basically saying there, I say like it's a 50-50 chance that Hollywood happens. Like we haven't seen anything, but just disregard that when you see that because now we see something. And
you're still gonna see the comments.
Exactly. I mean, I'll put it in the notes and everything, and people will still be like, "Oh, I mean, there's construction out." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. This is why you guys need to keep up to date with our social media because sometimes we post stuff there before anything."
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I don't know. I'm excited about it. It's Lost was confused about it, like he said. What do you think it's? Because I have my rumors on what I think it's going to be. What do you think it's going to be?
Well, I mean, I've been saying that I think it could possibly be an original. Are the birds quiet? Sorry. Okay. I've been thinking that's possibly an original. But you guys were saying that Hollywood usually doesn't start construction on originals this early in the process. So that can just completely get thrown out the window. But I remember on the speculation map, there was something about like a Jordan Peele original. So potentially...
That was where, that's in the back lot.
Never mind.
Yeah. Well, as far as it's speculated, it's in the back lot, as far as we know. So, I don't know. I'm trying to think because if they were to go the route of doing an original there, then there could be Spirits and Demons of the East since the scare zone was right there.
Could be, and you know how you were saying that the big facade looks like Candyman.
Uh-huh.
It could be that. It could be the face of the four-legged Stillwalker.
Oh yeah, that'd be interesting. That'd be a real interesting facade.
Mm-hmm.
Is like do that because the facade is really flat, and I'll dive into that right now. The facade is really, really flat. It's not a very large facade as far as height goes. It's a large, as in like long goes, kind of like how our House of a Thousand Corpses was last year. It's a very long. It's not tall or anything like that. There's no indentations to it at all. Um, there's no shape to it basically. So what has no shape to it is that Candyman wall with the mouth wide open. Take it away, Losh, while I shut these birds up.
All right. So I wish I wasn't disappearing again, but I'm gonna give a little story because Scott's gone. We're not gonna talk about the construction. Construction's hard to think about. This guy
Me.
is beautiful.
Thank you.
What is your favorite thing about Horror Nights? Because you just started going not that long ago.
Right, I was like 2017. 2017 was
What's your favorite thing?
my favorite thing. I mean the scares, of course.
Uh-huh.
But off the top of my head, probably the energy this characters give. Like they try their best to scare you, and I think that we should be like really, like to appreciate them. We should appreciate these characters more. But yeah, that's my favorite thing.
All right, cool.
The effort they put.
The effort they put into it. Yeah.
Right.
You heard it here first. Mel's favorite thing about Horror Nights is the effort put into it by these character actors.
Right. I mean, the whole team behind Horror Nights.
Yeah, the whole team too.
Right, but like,
the whole creative team.
Right.
Everyone.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. But but the characters is like the first thing you think of because that's like the top layer. But
Yeah,
there's like.
Of course,
right,
There's
right.
multiple layers to the event.
Exactly.
So, but your favorite thing, like straight out the bat, scare actors.
Characters.
Cool.
What about you?
Me?
And
What about you?
Everything. Come on. The energy.
True.
The like anticipation of going opening night, and then just seeing everything go down. Is
That must
probably
be so
the
cool.
coolest thing to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scott, how about you? What's your
Right.
favorite thing about Horror Nights?
talking about it.
Clearly.
No,
clearly.
for
Well.
real, the energy, the vibe there. I mean, obviously we have like the mazes / houses that we love, but I mean, I just love the vibe. It's a dope vibe, It's cool. It's horror season. It's fun, and yeah, everything about it really. So, but thank you for Losh for that commercial break. As I was saying, while I was shutting the birds up and they're still squawking, I'm sorry guys, I won't put my hair ever again. But it's interesting because the facade entrance or the maze entrance in specific, it's just like a little rectangle, And if you zoom in really close to it, you can see kind of the shape of like the round head almost. I know it's a really grainy of a picture, and I'll put it up here on the screen here and there, but it's a really grainy of a picture since it was a screenshot from a YouTube video. But I don't see this not being Candyman. I think this is a 70% chance of being Candyman, unless it's something else. It's too early to tell. A couple pieces of plywood is too early to tell, but that's beyond the fact. Do you have any last guesses on what you think that maze could be?
So like, what if they actually listen to us, right? And they actually listen to our podcast, and they were like, because I know John Murdy is listening to us right now. It's obvious.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
He's listening to us. Yeah.
Right.
So let's say hi to John. Hi, John. All right.
What's funny is he's told me that he's watched my videos a couple times, so maybe.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Exactly.
It could be potentially either a sequel to. Can you stop making me disappear?
I'm not making you disappear. I'm trying to help you, but
How we spoke about the sequel to Clowns and what was it called? Like Sweet Licks and Hollywood.
Sweet Licks versus Hollywood Harry.
Boom! There it is.
Damn.
Sweet Licks versus Hollywood Harry.
That'd be crazy. That's such like a bizarre speculation, but I wish that would come to life. I really wish it would. I wish that would be a thing.
If it happens, you're gonna hear it first. If it happens, I'm going straight to Hollywood.
Right away, opening night.
Opening night, I will be there.
Oh my god! But
Yeah.
I mean, it could be anything. It really could be anything. Like honestly, it could be anything. I'm just saying Candyman because I researched so much last night to try to figure out what this was, and that's the only thing that I could figure out. We were originally saying it was gonna be Silence of the Lambs. Or even the Invisible Man, but the Invisible Man, the facade that they could use is kind of like a futuristic mansion, and it has all these different dimensions and shapes to it, so that's off the table. And with Silence of the Lambs, the facade would most likely be Buffalo Bill's house, so that wouldn't work either because that's more of like a square-shaped house, and it's also a double-decker house, so that wouldn't work either. And everything's leading me to believe that it's Candyman.
Lost
But
TV is
that,
gone. Sorry.
oh, Lost TV is gone. He just
He
appeared.
left. He left.
I'm still right here.
Oh,
He's
okay.
off.
In true fashion of the Invisible Man, I'm still right here.
Exactly.
Adrian is still here.
Well, you know, a lot of people always say like, "Why do you only do audio sometimes?" I'm like, well, I mean, sometimes you
This is
just have
why.
difficulties. At least you get to see Losh half here and there instead of just no Losh at all.
Oh,
But
man.
that's besides the fact. The big fact is the fact that Hollywood's happening. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
because we thought that Hollywood was not going to happen at all, and it's amazing to see that it's going to happen. So I'm going to read a little release, or not release, just a little page off the official Universal Studios Hollywood website that tells us a little bit about Halloween Horror Nights for this year. And it says, and like I said, official website, returns fall 2020. Prepare for the scariest, most intense Halloween event in Southern California, created by the sickest and most twisted minds in horror and the movie studio that invented the horror film genre. I mean, there you guys have it, right? I mean, does that not confirm it? And
I mean, that's pretty much concrete.
Right?
That's concrete.
I mean, it's on the website. Let's be real here.
Straight from the horse's mouth.
Exactly. And there's no questioning like, oh, is this gonna happen? Is it like keep in mind, stuff could still change. You know, COVID's developing day in and day out, and stuff could easily change. I'm just saying, 80% of the Hollywood event's happening. I said in the video that it's coming out tomorrow, 50-50. Now I'm changing it to 80-20.
Ooh, I like
And-
math. Math is good.
Also, I'll let you read this, Losh. Pull up the DM that I sent in the group chat.
Okay, hold on. I got you.
Because one of
Instagram.
my fans actually reached out to Universal and asked them any updates on the event. So Losh is gonna read this for you.
All right, so it was asked, "Hi, any updates on whether or not HHN is happening this year? Any clue as to when we'd hear? I'm trying to plan my trip as early as possible." And then the Universal Studios Hollywood Twitter responded, What the heck? Okay, well, we haven't announced the dates for 2020. Halloween Horror Nights typically runs on weekends from mid-September to just after Halloween. Details will be announced this summer. Please check back for more. Oh, that's not what he said. Please check back at that time for more information. We look forward to scaring you soon. Soon.
And that comes from at BOBBEESHKA_ on Twitter.
Thank you.
So thank you for providing that to us. That is double confirmation. So actually triple, because we have construction, we have the website, and the Twitter. You can see your fingers, but you can't see your face. And that is strong confirmation, because beforehand, the Twitter accounts were saying, as of right now, we don't know if we have plans to run the event as of right now. So that was kind of like maybe they're planning on not running it. But it says, while we have not announced the event dates, it typically runs on weekends from mid-September to just after Halloween. Basically saying like, it's going to happen. We just haven't announced the dates yet. So there's that. Another thing to point out in here is details will be announced this summer. Do you think that Orlando will get an announcement before Hollywood?
I don't know. I feel like the first announcement is going to be a shared announcement.
It
I don't
has
know.
to, you know?
Even though it's our 30th anniversary, I still don't think there's going to be like that distinct, like, because if you look on both speculation maps, still, it's similar. Like, there's those things that are going to get announced together, like they do every year. And I don't think they're going to stray away from that.
And plus, think of how disappointed the fans would be if Orlando announced something and Hollywood didn't.
Mhm.
That'd be so, like, fucked up. Like, really? You're going to just freaking announce Orlando house and then leave Hollywood fans in the dust? And
You're
it
just
has
going to
to be
announce the pumpkin and then not go on?
It has to be the biggest IP. So I'm gonna say, I don't think they're gonna announce Beetlejuice first. I think
So maybe that's
Hill House.
yeah, Hill House.
Yeah.
I'm placing my bet in for Hill House. What do you guys think?
I think Hill House too.
Yeah, I agree.
Or Beetlejuice. It's one of those two because Beetlejuice had that big thing last year in Hollywood at least, and then 30th anniversary Beetlejuice is at the first event, so.
Oh yeah, so it both
full
tied
circle
to,
for
like,
both. It makes sense
everything.
for both.
I feel like we play like both cards because
Huh?
I like how we play in both cards because if you get it wrong with Hill House, it'll be Beetlejuice. So
I mean, either or. I mean, they're both big IPs, so it's like.
Yeah.
Hill House makes sense because they've had Stranger Things be the first announcement the past few years, and that's a big Netflix property.
Right.
So it's like it just makes sense to have another big Netflix property, not as big, but it's still big.
Yeah.
Come to the event and be the first thing announced for the event for both coasts.
I feel like Netflix that's a part of their deal is like, hey, we have to be the first announcement.
It's like,
could be.
We're first.
Yeah, or else you don't get to use our properties. We're first,
Yeah.
So
Sounds like
definitely
Netflix.
locking in Hill House or Beetlejuice. Either one they'd be massive announcements. It'd have fans so happy. And I know I'd be crazed out of my mind to finally get an announcement. And I'm predicting, I want to say mid-June. No, I'm going to say this. I say that we're going to get our first announcement the first or second week of June. And then all the tickets will go on sale the week after. That's my prediction.
June.
When's the last day for the buy one get one free tickets for Orlando?
June 9th, I think. I just tweeted about it. I think it's June 9th.
All right. So I pulled up my calendar.
He did.
And my speculation is
Roll drum.
June 11th we'll have our announcement.
It'll be a
Thursday.
Yes.
Thursday? Damn.
Thursday, June 11th.
You know something that we don't.
That's just my guess. I know nothing. I know nothing.
I'm kind of confident about that.
He really did. He really did.
I don't know. I like making predictions. It's fun.
All right, fine. I'll take you up on that. I'm gonna say June 8th.
June 8th? Ooh.
Oh.
You have a guess?
I want to go with June 11th as well. Well, I don't know. 'Cause
Alright.
Thursday feels wrong. I'll go with.
Well, no,
Friday.
Horror Nights announcements are all during the weekday. Like the last time we got a weekend
Yeah,
one, or the only time we get a weekend one is if it's at the convention.
Yeah. Like if it's like a Midsummer or
Scarlet.
events like Scarlet. I was like, oh man, that sucks.
Yeah, but
those got canceled.
Think about it. Who's on social media at Thursday? People go to
All of us.
Well, you
Yeah,
people.
Me,
only
Scott,
the
Chris,
Hornets
Eddie,
community.
Knights of Horror.
Right. But that's
See,
not.
all of us are on there waiting.
I think it'll be Friday.
We do it every single day. Don't worry. The way we'll know this is the day that Horror Nights tweets, by the twiddle of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes. That's when we will know.
Exactly. As soon as Murdy tweets it out, then we know.
Everyone's gonna
That's
yell.
the day next.
Just gonna hear
Internet.
Everyone.
Everyone's gonna go crazy, dude. Like everyone's gonna freaking go crazy. It's gonna be insane.
Mm-hmm.
And then you guys make content.
And then
It's a win-win. It's a win-win.
Exactly. I'm gonna film an announcement video talking about it for all the media side of things. So we're gonna hop on and film a podcast. We'll have double the content.
Boom. Huge.
Nice.
And then one of these announcements, we're gonna get some guests on. Like if Dungeon of Terror does become true, we're gonna get Julie back on for that episode.
Mm-hmm.
I know that Tim said that they'd be down to do another episode when stuff gets announced, so that'll be fun too. And maybe we can get all the boys on here too. That'll be fun to talk about.
Yeah. I feel like when we have the whole event announced, that's when we should have the boys on.
That'd be such a long episode.
Hey, who cares? We'll be having fun. I mean,
exactly.
The one that we all did together was one of the funnest isn't a word, is it?
Funniest.
One of the there you go, funniest. One of the funniest nights of my life.
Most fun.
Most fun. I am not grammatical here.
But yeah,
I don't know how to speak.
You're gonna see guests on when these announcements come out. A couple of them would just be Losh and I, but some of them we're gonna try to get guests on to tie into that property or just or are good at talking. Yeah, but we definitely want to get everybody on here. As you guys know, we did a podcast with Anthony and Eddie from East versus West, and we had all of us on there: me, Losh, Anthony, Eddie, and Chris. So we're definitely gonna do a Horror Nights unscripted version of that sometime in the near future. But I'm gonna lock in my last predictions right now. June 8th for our first Horror Nights announcement, either Orlando or Hollywood or joint. And when tickets go on sale for like all the tickets, like Express, if we're not having frequent fear, then that won't be out. But just all the single day tickets, etc., I'm gonna say June 15th. What about you for tickets?
For tickets, it's usually always the week after, or like a few days after the buy one get one free ticket ends.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna guess either that Monday, so the 14th or the 13th of June. Right? No. Wow. I think my math is off.
Should we write this down? Or?
No, I got it. Don't worry. It's a mental thing.
Of course.
Yeah, June 15th. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, June 15th. Same. Yeah, so same as you.
Yeah, I got the same. And it's a big news because I mean that's usually when tickets go on sale is in June. Usually when we have our first announcement, that happens in March, but unfortunately that's not the case now. But which is something that we had to live in. The bottom line is Hollywood is happening, guys, and Hollywood is going to happen. I said before, if Hollywood gets canceled, I'm gonna go to Orlando twice this year, but I think that either way, I'm gonna try to get out to Orlando 2 times in this season. So
And
that'll be dope stuff, Make it out there. Hey, to wrap up this podcast, Mel, what was your favorite house from last year?
Monsters. Yeah.
Damn.
what was your favorite scare?
Probably Bob Zombie. Rob Zombie.
No, not Scare Zone. Scare in the
Rob
house.
Zombie.
Oh.
Just Rob Zombie. He's an extra Universal monster,
Ooh, the Mummy. No, wait.
That Mummy Scare went hard though.
The Phantom of the Opera.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the mirrors, fire.
That mirror room. Yeah,
Fire.
fuck that stuff sometimes.
The Phantom over here on our first year, that shit was really good. Like, I don't know, just the loud sound effects and everything mixed with the scare was really good. But
wasn't he in like the same room as the Invisible Man, like back to back?
yeah, so it was an Invisible Man, and then you turn left, and then you right into the other room, and he was there.
That's
So
beautiful.
that was cool.
That's like the only thing I'm jealous of. We didn't get the Invisible Man, and he's like my favorite monster. One of my favorite
I'm jealous that we didn't get Gilman, so.
Well,
I mean,
well, Murdy said there's a design. He's still listening, so
well, he said there was a design when they were making monsters, and it was like, okay, like, so why didn't you put it in,
We're waiting.
But if you guys want haunt season to happen, then make sure that you're social distancing. Make sure that you're following all the protocols right now, wearing a mask, etc. Because we want haunt season to happen. You know how it be. And why are you guys hiding?
That too.
Social
Social distance.
This whole video, we did not social distance. Oh, we got a special guest.
That is so cool.
We have a special guest.
The damn
How you doing?
bird came up here. Here's the bird right here. This damn thing flew all the way
Amazing.
from the cage, which is super far away. So I pulled magic out of my hat. You wanna say something to the mic, huh?
Subscribe.
Very clever. I'm sorry for you guys listening on Spotify. Even though we said earlier, like, at least you don't have to deal with the pain. You didn't get to see the bird that just flew in out of nowhere.
So the bird's confirmed for HHN 30.
Exactly.
You heard it here first.
Apparently. But that has been Horror Nights Unscripted. What episode is this? 5?
5.
5. We're gonna
That's
burn through
crazy.
these episodes, man. We're gonna film a lot of episodes.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna have so many. It's gonna be insane. And soon we'll be at 100. I know Anthony over there is already approaching 100 for his podcast, but
So I have an idea.
what?
I'm gonna throw it out here because I know they're both listening. I want to do an East versus West versus Horror Nights Unscripted.
Oh.
How would that work?
I don't know.
We just gotta set it up.
We have to set it up somehow. We have to be like in a quadrant. There's another bird. If you're on Spotify, go to the video. Fast forward to whatever minute this is. I don't know what minute this is, but whatever minute you're listening to, come look at the bird. But yeah, I want to do East versus West versus Horror Nights Unscripted. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but I want to.
We'll do it some way.
We'll find a way to do it. why don't you guys in the comment section let us know what you guys want us to
How we
talk
can
about?
do.
Yeah, what we can do.
I'm all down for that though, for real.
Yeah.
We gotta pull it off. This has been Hornets Unscripted, episode 5. Make sure you subscribe to both of our YouTube channels, link down in the description, as well as our social media, and check out all the other stuff down below. Losh, sign us out.
Hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys stay home, stay safe. Like Scott said, check out all our social media. Can you stay here? I want you to say goodbye too, man.
6 feet.
6 feet, it doesn't matter. So, we're unscripted for a reason.
Obviously, we have birds and everything in it.
We have birds, cousins. What's next? You guys stay home, stay safe. We need haunt season to happen.
We do.
So that me and Scott can hang out in person and make amazing vlogs.
Exactly.
For you guys.
And for you guys,
Especially.
like we said from the beginning, this is building up to when we're going to meet each other.
Tears.
And content.
And content.
And content.
Content. And that's on period.
All right.
Exactly.
I'm terrible at signing off.
Anyway, it's been a pleasure.
My name is Scott. This has been Adrian and Mel.
There you go. That's all you have to do.
We are Hornets Unscripted. I'll see you guys in a bit. Positivity is key. Peace out, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.